virtue, Miss Cross. A principle to be respected, especially if one aspires to the position of supervisor.
It was the alarm's fault, Miss Armitage. It didn't go off.
Somebody forgot to wind it.
Then that is not the fault of the alarm, but of the winder, is it not? Dépêchez-vous.
Beg pardon?
Get a move on. Thank you, Miss Armitage. I can't believe she let us off.
Thought she'd throw the book at us.
Our conveniences, Miss Armitage, the basins.
Basins?
Covered in dollops of makeup and mascara. The restroom is the place for makeup. A convenience is a convenience.
As a rose is a rose is a rose. Rest assured, Miss Marriott, I shall deal with the matter.
What does Mark reckon to filling you full of vodka and keeping you out all night? Only after one thing, Fruity.
And once he's got it, you know men, all the same. Bang, bang, and then, oh, is that the time? Remember, that's my brother you're talking about. Anyway, my Johnny's not like that. They're all like that.
Miss Marriott informs me that the cosmetic detritus in our convenience basins has reached epidemic proportions. An element of some restraint would be much appreciated.
Yes, Miss Armitage.
Susan, how are you bearing up after that nasty flu?
All right, thanks. Sorry, Connor, no response.
You still seem a little pale.
She's in love, Miss Armitage.
Cupid's arrows. Cupid's arrows everywhere.
Never seen it so quiet.
No wonder. Who'd want to come to this?
Not quite Elvis, is it?
More like the old folks club. The cheese and pickle looks good, that'll do me. Hey, that reminds me, you're on the bill for supper tonight. Look! I don't believe it.
Well, he's a bit of all right. Got his own teeth anyway. No wonder she's been smiling.
His eyes are too close together.
Oh, don't be daft. He can put his slippers under my bed any time.
And the roses will die.
Definitely not Derby.
No, had a Manchester look to him, London even. Eyes. Sylvia. Miss Armitage. Who'd have thought it?
Oh, I think it's lovely.
Cupid's arrows sticking in all over the place.
I trust we're not going to be late again, Miss Cross.
No, not at all, Miss Armitage.
Come on.
Where is it tonight then? Pictures. That road job, eh? Breakfast at Tiffany's, actually. Audrey Hepburn. Totally chic.
Vraiment chic, actually. You keep your hand on your halfpenny there, girl.
Supper's on the table.
But what they say is out of date.
Yes, thank you. Though the 53 is drinking better.
We don't have the 53, sir.
No, well, no, this is very nice, thank you. Well, that put me in my place.
This is Derby.
Lest we forget. Derby.
Derby.
How's your shrimp cocktail?
Very nice. Yours?
Very pink.
How was your afternoon?
Oh, interesting. Chamber of Commerce. Solid with masons, salt of the earth.
And?
As I laid my wares before them, Australia, booming economy, prime land investment with cast iron guaranteed profits. Thank you very much.
And did they? Thank you very much.
They wanted to double check the details, but they've already double checked. Still, Derby. No point rushing into things, Mr. Patterson. Mind you, they can keep me hanging around this hotel as long as they like.
But once it's settled, you'll be on your way.
Back to the big smoke, tie up a few more things, and then a holiday, I think.
Really?
Portugal. Good food, good wine, sun and sea. It would suit you, you know, Portugal.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
You're not studying French this evening?
Such a lovely supper put me in the mood to celebrate.
Oh, right. What was it?
Beans on toast.
I was wondering what you were doing some night.
What night?
Any night. Thursday night, say.
Nothing. Why?
Just wondered if you fancied a meal, right? Beans totally off the menu.
That would be very nice, Mr. Curtis.
Can we get you a drink?
Thank you.
What a lovely film. Just so romantic.
Not bad.
And Audrey Hepburn with those dark glasses. Totally chic. I'm getting some.
What?
Dark glasses?
That's a waste of time.
Why?
It's Derby. Not enough sunshine.
Very funny. Mr. Romance, that's you.
Hey. I can be romantic.
Like how?
Like this.
Not bad. But you never buy me flowers.
I bought you some when you were ill.
I shouldn't have to be at death's door before you get moving. I'm going to the Locarno tomorrow, and I shall dance the night away. Perhaps my fairy prince might even turn up.
Well, actually, Sylv, I'm working late.
Then you'll have to take your chances.
Hey?
If he turns up, the fairy prince.
Could try and get there later.
Don't break your neck on my account.
You're in a hurry?
We're going dancing tonight. Are you up to it?
I might surprise you.
Hurry up, slow coach. I got it in the sale. It's certainly different.
You'll be fighting them off with a baseball bat, Fruity.
Oh. What do you think?
Cherry on the cake.
You said it. Come on, let's get out of here. Romance, here I come.
Ah, good evening, madam. Could I possibly interest you in a bottle of champagne?
You may, kind sir.
Then I shall, good night. Roses are shining in Piccadilly, in the hush of the silver dew. You are looking at a man who has just signed a lucrative contract with the solid burghers of Derby.
I'm looking at a very clever man, then.
And I'm looking at a very lovely woman.
Let me take your coat.
There you go.
Cupid's arrows everywhere.
I can't believe Mike lets you off the leash.
I'm not on a leash.
You were my girl. I want you out of my sight.
Well, I'm not yours, or Mike's, or anybody else's. I am a free spirit.
Madame Butterfly, my favorite.
Mine too. But a sad story.
Ah, we all have them.
Penny for your thoughts.
Ah, sorry. I was in love with this girl once. Asked her to marry me, she turned me down.
Why?
Her father didn't think I was good enough. Rich family, you see. I was just starting out. I swore then I'd make something of myself. I'd show them. And I did. I have.
You never met anyone else?
No, not serious. Anyway, I was too busy most of the time. But now, I feel time to relax. Time to enjoy life a bit more. Let's see what happens.
Nice coming outside. Bit of fresh air.
Fresh air? Round here?
We'll get very fresh.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Hey, Mike! How's the man in space? She's a neat mover, you're Sylvia. Well, she's not yours, is she? Just told me.
So you're learning some new steps, eh, Sylv?
I'm just having fun.
Of course you are. Oh, Mike's turned into an old stick in the mud. You ought to get yourself on the sports pages, mate. Chance of a bit more fun. I'll see you around then, Sylvia. No idea I was cutting your grass, mate. Last thing on my mind.
You're on the right way to getting a thick ear.
Caveman stuff. Careful, Mike. I might have a bigger club than you.
That'll do! West Side Story's been and gone, now leave it out.
Some fairy prince you found.
He was a bit on the rough side.
See what you get me into? You and your romance.
Moon River.
Now have this dance, Miss Hepburn.
Be my guest, big boy.
I'm crossing you in style.
Yes, it's a tough old world. Business. It can be very hard to keep a sense of proportion. But I try. For instance, I always try to keep a little pocket of the investment aside, you know, for friends. I like to try to, well, help people, I suppose.
What about yourself, though?
Oh, I make my money, don't you worry. Anyway, enough about money. What a boring old subject.
But it does make the world go round.
So does champagne.
Trying to connect you. 2163. And what is your number? Connection?
Is the rose that I keep in my heart.
Oh, Peter, you are a fool.
That's me, fool in love.
What was that about?
Derby Exchange. She's a widow, well provided. He through to Belper. Well, he's given her the full treatment. He wants her to put her money into some investment doodah. Sounds fishy. Never trust a man who sings on the phone.
That's funny.
What?
Well, the other day I could swear
What is your number, please?
Alanis Engaged caller.
Trying to connect you.
Same voice. From the White's Hotel.
Yeah?
On the line to a woman in Glasgow. All lovey-dovey. She said she was cashing in a pension for him.
Hold on, caller.
Any problems with the bank?
No, not at all. I was very firm.
Opportunity of a lifetime, Julie. You won't regret it, I promise.
Miss Ferrari,
Number, please.
I trust my eyes deceive me and I did not observe you listening into a private conversation.
No, Miss Marriott.
To do that, or to divulge anything accidentally overheard to any other person, would be to invite the most severe penalty. As Miss Simmons can confirm.
The line is engaged caller. Would you like to hold?
Cupid's arrow must have bounced off her.
And for the rest of the day, we were walking on eggshells.
But you survived?
Only just.
Oh, one thing. This restaurant, it's not French. I did try, but the nearest one's in Birmingham. Best I could do is Italian.
I love Italian.
Yeah, but you could have tried out your French.
Ça fait rien, monsieur. It's a thought that counts. Miss Armitage, we were just going in for something to eat.
Oh, we're just coming out. Peter Patterson.
Hello. Oh, this is Christine, Miss Cross, and this is Mr. Curtis. They work at the telephone exchange.
Ah. Well, I can recommend the Pappardelle con Funghi.
Sir, you forgot this, I think.
Oh, good Lord, thank you so much. Oh, that's not like me. I must be in love. A fool in love, eh?
Sure. Well, we mustn't keep you.
Bueno appetito.
Chris, you all right?
Got to go home, Dave.
Why? You're not feeling well?
I'm sorry. It came over me suddenly. I was really looking forward to it.
Right, well, the best go in and cancel.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Okay. Right.
Bueno appetito indeed.
Sorry.
I have a reputation to uphold, you know.
Ah. Well, I better not come in. I don't want the neighbours talking as well. Good night.
Good night.
You sure you want to go through with this? You won't regret it, I promise.
It was the same voice, I swear it. Even the same words. Fall in love, remember?
I was right about those eyes.
What if he's doing the same thing? Getting money out of her?
But what can we do? We can't just go up to her and say, "Excuse me, Miss Armitage, this man might be taking you for a ride."
What about Miss Marriott?
Even worse, we've no proof. What if we're wrong? She'd have our guts for garters.
Are you sure about the voice, Chris?
Well, I think so. You're right, Ronnie. We need proof. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until the morning. Then we better watch out for any calls coming from that hotel.
And hope we get lucky. It's him on the Glasgow connection.
It's just that my brother's a bit perturbed on my behalf. He's such a cautious man.
And he has every right to be. Don't you worry, I'll talk to him. But you do have the money?
Oh, yes, all gathered up. Never had so much in the one place. £2,000.
It'll be treble that by the end of the year.
Oh, I can't wait to see you, Peter.
Miss Sands, a phone call for you.
Number, please. Your number, please.
I'll keep it short, Miss Armitage. Hello?
Are you busy tonight?
Not so far.
Well, you are now. I'll pick you up about 7:30.
See you later.
I've been trying to get through to Mr. Patterson, but the line seems to be engaged. Oh, I see. Well, before he just left, did he pick up an envelope I deposited with you this morning? In his name? He did. Oh, good. If I can just leave the message that Annie called, and I'll see him tonight at 8 o'clock. As arranged. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye.
What is your number? Miss Armitage was talking to the hotel about a deposit or something for somebody called Patterson.
Same name. Hold on.
I couldn't hear much more properly. Tonight at 8, she said, though. Trying to connect you. Darby. Connecting your leads. Number, please.
White's Hotel. One of your guests recently made a call to Glasgow. No interference on the line, was there? Only we've had some complaints. Good. And that was Mr. Patterson. Peter Patterson. Thank you.
I trust you realize, Miss Cross, that everything you have done and told me is completely against all our regulations.
It's a dirty world out there, Miss Marriott. Not always run by regulations. We all respect Miss Armitage. We don't want her to get hurt or swindled. I just hope we're not too late.
I don't doubt your motives, Miss Cross, but your methods. I shall overlook your actions this time.
Overlook?
Leave it with me, if you please. Miss Cross, we'll make a supervisor out of you yet.
Well, we've done all we can. Fingers crossed.
Girls very excitable at the moment.
Are they? I hadn't noticed.
Oh, yes. Apparently they overheard a conversation between some man and two equally gullible women in Birmingham and Glasgow. Biscuit?
Please.
Which led them to believe that this man is, in the words of Miss Cross, a dirty old swindler.
What brought them to that conclusion?
Same formula. Both cases. Enticements of affection, and then a beguiling of the bank account. £2,000 to be paid into some bogus land scheme. More biscuit?
No, thank you.
Phoning from White's Hotel, no less. A respectable front, I suppose.
Did they, by any chance, catch this man's name?
Peterson, or some such. Miss Cross wanted me to go to the police, but I replied that what they may have heard could have been nothing more than a good sales technique. One would need proof positive of skullduggery before one could divulge the contents of a private conversation. That would be against the regulations. One must always abide by the regulations.
I'd like to strangle him. We may have to. If we're too late, murder's the only option. There she is.
Did you get the envelope?
The travel brochures, yes, thank you. Looks jolly romantic.
I left it on the way to the bank to get my cheque. Guaranteed for £2,000 payable to you.
Thank you.
Open it.
Oh, I'm sure I do.
Open it, please. My cheque. I phoned the Chamber of Commerce. You're solid investors. They'd never heard of you, Peter.
Well, they'd want to keep it quiet, of course.
I know about the woman in Birmingham and Glasgow. And if I ever hear of you trying anything like this again, I shall go straight to the police. Do you understand me? Oh, and just one more thing.
Your table's ready, sir.
Romantic enough for you. I've only got the car for a weekend, till my mate comes back.
Where's he gone?
Cornwall. He's a pothole.
That's nice.
You're a funny little thing.
I'm not funny. I'm not little, and I'm especially not a thing. These are lovely. I need water, though.
So throw them in the lake.
You. Playing our song.
Would you like to come to Paris?
Eh?
Common Market. Big promotion, chance of a spare ticket. Would you like to come?
Oh, yes. Oh, Paris is romantic. Anything can happen in Paris.
Well, anything can happen anywhere.
My huckleberry friend,
How do you feel?
Hungry. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so.
Tut tut. The younger generation. Have they no shame? Paranasir.
Young love. It's all over the place.
Cupid's arrow.
It's always worried me about Cupid.
Sorry?
Him being blind. You'd think he'd want to keep his eyes open a bit more.
Dave, that meal we missed. Fancy another Bashmar treat?
Bread?
I was joking.
So was I. I'll pay. Right, it's a date.
Miss Cross, I shall be a little late back from lunch. I have some errands to perform. Could I ask you to hold the fort for me? I won't be very long.
I'd love to. Thank you, Miss Armitage.
Thank you, Miss Cross.
I was told Lieutenant Leclerc was bald. Now turn round.
I thought I deserved a little treat. After all, where would one be in life without the occasional treat? Biscuit?
Thank you. Of course, for real content, one must always turn to the wireless.
And yet, escapism has its place. This program is very popular, I believe. Its premise is the punishment of crime, with a certain amount of style.
I see. And its name?
Now turn round. The Avengers.
The Avengers.
It's a Gambit over on BBC Two. Clean up the school, lock up the kids. The Simpsons, followed by Third Rock from the Sun.